What you guys doing out there? My name is Kenneth Britt. I'm the creator of Crystal Edge Technology projection screens using smart technology gain, and this right here is our 8-way stretchable memory blackout cloth. Now the difference between our blackout cloth on the market is we give you the ultimate blackout cloth, meaning you will not pay extra for the screen's ratio size. Sorry about that. You will not pay extra because the screen has a different color, and you will not pay extra because one screen has a higher gain count than the other. All our screens are encoded with the exact same chemical code, which is the smart technology gain. Now our screen sizes come from 100 inch, 120 inch, and 150 inch. Now what I mean by choose your own ratio size, these screens are cut pretty long, about 137 inches long. This gives you the ability to be able to cut your own ratio size from 16:9, 16:10, or 235.1. The screens are cut in height, as in if you want to cut the screen is screens are cut as in somewhere between 6 feet high. So if you want a screen size of 150 inch, you want it 6 feet high, which is going to be about 150 inch, 16 by 9, you would have the measurements for that. If you want to do this in the range of a 235.1, where you would cut the screen down to about 5 or about 61 inches, and that will give you the 235 sleek full panorama widescreen viewing for your projection screen. So it's like the all-in-one blackout cloth. You can do 16:9, you can do 16:10, or 235.1. We give you that option. Now, with a lot of these high-end screens on the market, one of the biggest problems they have is angle gain. I've heard this 100,000 times from customers who've bought these expensive screens, and they have a problem because if they try to view this screen on an angle, it becomes jet black. Some of these screens are plagued with the fact that the projectors have to be positioning professionally to the ceiling. If you're on the floor, if you're sitting on a crate or whatever way, a table you might have your projector on, well, your picture quality is going to suffer because it's going to get dark around the edges. Also, too, they're plagued if there's too much light in the environment. The screens will actually have problems. I'm going to come over here and open up my window here because I want a little more light in here. Try to get as much light in here as possible. So you can see my blinds are fully open. You can see the stop side on the other end. You can see there's plenty of light in the room. Let's go over to the kitchen. As you can see, my environment is very small, so light actually, my screen can't escape the ambient light in here. So I got the blinds open. Come over here. I'm going to turn the kitchen light on. So as you see, the kitchen is right next to the screen, with the screen being 11 feet long. Yeah, it's definitely going to get nailed by all this light. Now, to show you exactly how amazing the gain is on our screens are actually embedded with a code called Smart Technology Gain. You won't pay extra because one screen has a higher gain than the other. You don't have to worry about your lighting in your room or what kind of projector we're using. We're not using $4,000 or $50,000 projectors over here. This is my NEC, I think it's the MX 300XX. I don't know. I'll put that information at the bottom, but this is my short throw projector. So those of you who have short throws and you use these high-end screens and your screens didn't work right because the projector was short throw, you do not have to worry about this when it comes to our screens. Our screens are compatible with every form of projector you could think of. All right, so want to add in a few things real quick with the screens. We won't be adding the lights anymore, but we will have the mounting brackets, which is a 2-piece system, which will allow you to be able to actually hook your screen. It comes on a sliding rail, so you can move it back and forth. And also, too, we will be adding a measuring chart that will give you the precise measurements if you want to do your screen in the ratio size of 69, 16:10. So we'll add all that in there. And also, too, the measuring chart will come with sizes. If you're going to do this in a 235.1, you had to cut the screen a certain height. All right, so let me come over here and let me start this really quick. Get a little sound in here. Let's go back a minute. There we go. You can see we're in a fully lit environment. We have plenty of light nailing this screen, and the screen looks absolutely amazing. You see, we do something that a lot of these high-end screens, actually, I think all of these high-end screens on the market, we don't charge an arm or leg. Number one, Our 100-inch screen is about $468. Our 120-inch screen is about $643, and our 150-inch is $753. Now think about that. I think it's $54. I'm not sure, somewhere around that price, but just think about it. You have screens on the market that are 116 by 9 that would easily cost you $5,000. And you can't do this. Can't go over on an angle, and you can't look at that screen because that screen will turn jet black on you. Get the window light coming through the window. Go up on the staircase really quick. Look at that. And this is the kind of quality you want. You want your screen to look like an LED TV. And why should you have to spend a ton of money for your projector? My projector cost me about $350. Got to refurbish. NEC 3000 lumen projector. And I've done these screens on 2000 lumens. We've done it on the NEC VT595 projector. Matter of fact, I've done it 11 feet back on our black screen, the Ultra 4K black chemical. Now, just to add, these screens are weatherproof, so if you want to take these screens outside, you want to build an outdoor screen, you can do so. Look at this. So if you're sick and tired of watching your movies in a 24-hour bat cave, think what you can do with our screens. Now think how amazing this screen looks with the lights on. Can you imagine how beautiful it's going to look with the lights off? I just want to add something really quick so you can see this up front, that these screens are not gray. They're literally silver. This is an actual silver screen. So with our screens, they're not gray. They're silver. We have a ultra light silver screen, and then we have a, get that camera focus accurate a little better there. We have an ultra light screen, and then we have a dark silver screen, and then we have the ultra 4K black, which is very beautiful. Look at the size of my environment. All the ambient light I have pushing against this screen. And one thing I want to show you real quick, when you watch these demonstrations on YouTube, look at the back of the wall. Now, if the back of the wall is dark where the demonstration is being done at, then that tells you right there that the screen cannot take ambient light. Just because you have a little light in the corner of the screen, like way over here in another room, that does not count for ambient light directly hitting the screen. And I don't know why. I have actually one fellow basically was showing me the screen that he designed, not to put him down, but he's saying, well, my screen has excellent light rejection. And I'm like, well, you have light in the next room. It's not really hitting your screen. You think because you have a little light there and it's a little tiny light cascading on your screen that is ambient light projection. No, it's not ambient light projection until you literally have the entire environment looks bright. Look at my walls. Look at the color of my walls. They are bright. They are lit. And this is what you're looking for. Well, I'm Kenneth Bird from Crystal Edge Technology Projection Screens using Smart Technology Gain. I hope you all enjoyed this video demonstration. The new 8-way stretch blackout cloth is available now on our website. I'd like to thank you all for watching.